In this video, I'm going to be talking about this wood window that I made for a shower, and I had to do a lot of specific details to keep water from getting back in behind the wall. And also, this can be totally just sprayed with water and water will find its way out, which is kind of nice. Okay, I get to build a window for this opening at one of my parents' rentals, and I'm gonna have some fun with it, doing some different window details that I've never done before. And we're gonna be tiling from the inside, and there's a shower right here. So we're gonna have a wood window inside of a shower. I'm looking forward to it. All right, so to start, I wanna talk about this detail right here. This part of the jamb and the sill is actually half lapped, and I didn't take a photo of that because I made the jamb really quick and I wasn't planning on making a video. I did this probably 6 months ago, so yeah, it's half lapped, so water can't make it over. It sheds onto the sill and then it runs its way out. So this is the jamb from the inside before installing the interior casing. So with historic windows, the casing inside and out is what holds the jamb into place. And here's the interior casing installed with the stool, and I'll go into those details in a little bit, but now my brother could do his tiling at that point. And this is a detail that's a notch under the interior stool, and this obviously allows so water can't work its way up and back. And then once he did his tiling, and I'll have a little video in a second, you can see it, but I have it way overlapped on the tile as well, so it definitely, no water's making it back behind that tile. Here's everything nailed and primed into place.
Lay it out to divide it up into like cups.
So now this detail is the last detail where water could get in from the interior side. So I'm going to use a small stop to keep water out. So this is the exterior drip cap detail, and I went and bought a pre-made wood drip cap and I scribed it, and then I chiseled this out, and this is where this is going to sit in there. And this is with the exterior casing header piece installed with the drip cap. And this is the sash installed into the jamb, and I had done my first water test and it really didn't go well, and you can see there's not very much gap, and I had primed and it kind of created a seal and it didn't work. So here I am breaking that seal and watching the water come out, and this is the primer seal. You can see how it formed there. So I primed the window and the jamb. Actually, I primed the jamb and then I installed it, and the primer kind of coagulated and created a seal. So I'm undoing it, and I'm gonna see if this weather stripping not nailed down will still shed water. So I'm gonna try that now. All right, I've got a much bigger bottom gap now with the weather stripping, so I'm gonna go inside and see if water will come out. All right, the water did make its way out. Okay, all that water basically disappeared. Where's it going? And it looks like I didn't put enough slip on the inside. I put 2 degrees on here, so right here it's still pretty flat. It'll be okay. Dude, the dehumidifier will dry all that out pretty quick. And I'll have to rebuild this, and I will. Not a big deal. Oh, there it is. Just came up. That took a while. All right, I took the weather stripping off, and I would say that's trapping water because it was all up in there. So now I'm going to try it without any weather stripping. This window is kind of an exception because it's in a shower where the shower can get blasted straight that way sometimes. So this thing's just definitely going to get a bunch of water. So, I'm accounting for that. And yep, let's give it a try. Okay, so I was deliberating on how I wanted to have a air sealed window here and also have it drain water. So I've got this little gap, something I don't like about it right now though. Anyways, this has a bit of an angle to it, and then I've punctured holes so water can find its way out still. Water could get stuck up behind here maybe. Okay, so this is actually the final detail that I settled on. It did work. and I don't have any footage of another water test, but I was pretty happy with it. Here's the inside final gap. So there's plenty of room for water to flow down and get trapped into basically what is a gutter. And I was really happy with how this turned out. And that's the end of the video, guys. If you made it this far, thank you very much for watching. I'll probably do a follow-up with this video in the future, but you know, in a long time from now. So I'm gonna add a storm window to this as well, and you know, I've got a lot more videos coming up in the future. I'm just gonna keep creating them as I run my business and make more windows. So I've actually got another window build I'm gonna be doing for this house, hopefully this year. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.